A nice turnaround under Coach Tom Thibodeau. He said, quote, "It's a proud organization. I was here during the 90s. That doesn't have anything to do with today. Just like I don't want us looking ahead. I don't want us looking behind. Our focus has to be exactly on what's in front of us." Guys?
That's a great point. Thanks, Allie. Let's see some of the numbers here for Mitchell Robinson.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for the Knicks, Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward. Inside, we have Randle and Robinson. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. Boy, some coaches starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. You think players are aware when that's the case?
No question, B.A. I mean, with how the present media is, it's impossible not to notice. But some coaches will discuss it and be open and transparent about it. And, of course, some coaches won't ever bring it up.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Outside Fournier. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Outside Fournier. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Adebayo. Now Barrett. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the Knicks making a change here. Quickly's checked in.
Emmanuel Quickly.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Outside Fournier. Barrett with it. Back to Fournier. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
For New York, Evan Fournier. At the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Lowry. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Barrett against Butler. Back to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. 19-footer. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
We know this. Jimmy Butler is an accomplished mid-range shooter, and he's got a tremendous stroke.
And you know, Grant, Bam Adebayo expanding his offensive game. He's got a legitimate shot. He's a legitimate threat from mid-range now.
I mean, Adebayo, he takes a lot of shots from mid-range. He does a good amount of damage with his shot. You figure it's just a matter of time before those become three-point attempts.
Adebayo passes to Robinson. And here's Butler, guarded by Quickly. Outside Tucker from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Fournier finds Randle, and here is Barrett. Now here's Fournier. The three ball. Buries it from three. Fournier's got 7.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Adebayo. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Here's Fournier. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. 9 points in the game.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Outside Butler. Back to Adebayo. Lowry outside. Fires from deep. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, there is absolutely no doubt that Kyle Lowry can shoot with range. He can make you pay from out there.
Here's Fournier. Rebound by the Heat. Their last encounter in Miami.
Because they took initiative and went right at the defense, a lot of the calls went in their favor.
Two things are a product of that. One, you shoot a ton of freebies. Two, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those two things is going to work. Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Miami has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Lowry outside. Pass to Tucker. Back to Lowry. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
New York trailing. Quickly outside. And here's Randle. Now Fournier from deep. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. To the inside. Tucker. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Tucker's got 5.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Quickly passes to Randle. They need this. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Tucker. Butler up top. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, the block! Just stops it cold and takes possession. Barrett against Adebayo. Barrett passes to Robinson. Fournier with the ball. Here's Randle. And Tucker pulls it down. The Heat have gone 6 of 11 so far. Adebayo, no good.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
The drive by Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
To the middle. Here's Butler. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Robinson. Randle, pass to Fournier. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Hero's checked in.
Heat substitution.
It's Barrett on the wing. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Lowry outside. Pass to Butler. Reverses. And he sinks the layup.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 6 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Quickly. Here he goes.
Let's remember, this guy is a 5-star recruit when he played 2 seasons at Kentucky. Emmanuel Quickly improved tremendously his sophomore year and then got drafted late first round back in 2020.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Quickly. So for the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Burks in for Barrett. And Quickly drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Martin inside. He's against Toppin. The rebound by Burks. And the way Quickly burst onto the scene as a rookie. Scouts may have underestimated his readiness, Doris.
Right, overall, boy, he played like a top 10 pick. He did hit a bit of a rookie wall midseason, but then he was able to right the ship and make the most of his minutes.
Quickly from outside. The shot won't fall. And the Heat going the other way now.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Martin. Noel covering. And here's Lowry from the arc. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. And he's going for the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Strus. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal.
It's going to go on Emmanuel Quickly. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For New York, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Driving to the basket. The shot misses. And Lowry with the defensive effort. Miami trailing. Here's Hero. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shoots over Noel. Miami, no good that time either.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Down low. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Quickly against Hero. Pass to Lowry. Here's Martin. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Strus's shot is off.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Quickly outside. Now Burks. Now here's Noel. Over Hero. Noel, no good. Hero against Quickly. Hero with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Toppin. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. Going inside. Missed inside.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Now Quickly. Burks for 3. And he can't get that one. There's 1:34 left in the first quarter of the game. Lowry outside. Stolen by Quickly. To the inside. Here's Burks. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Lowry outside. Lets it fly. Again, the Heat misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
From 7 feet. That shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
New York has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. And the basket is good. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the bucket is good. Lowry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
It's Quickly with a drive. Pass to Burks. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Throws it up high. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Here's Hero. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
The Knicks making a switch here.
Tyler Hero. 1 shot.
And so it's Evan Fournier making things happen for New York. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And a first-time All-Star in 2021. For Julius Randle, his newfound confidence shooting from outside unlocked the rest of his game.
It's really just all about just me getting into my shot quick and just, everything with my shot. It starts with my base and my feet, my footwork. And that's really all it is, making sure I have a strong base. I'm using my legs, just getting into my shot with speed. It's always fun to get back to that.
Getting that power from the legs, Grant.
Yeah, that's important launching from deep. For shooters, there's usually that one thing they key in on, and that's his.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Topping out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Alec Burks. That's the 5 for New York right now. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Toppin. Outside Fournier to the paint. Toppin inside. He's guarded by Hero. A nice shot by Toppin. Toppin's got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Fournier against Lowry. Hero outside. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Noel.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor.
Count it. Good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And Hero is solid without the ball as well. Great movement.
Yeah, I mean, he's still improving in that area, but his backdoor cuts are getting better. He really knows how to get easy scores that way. Just needs to learn to not settle for those off-balance shots.
For the Knicks. Robinson, he's checked in for Noel. Randle comes in for Toppin. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Burks. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Miami, no good that time either.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Hero. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Here's Barrett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Pass to Adebayo, to the middle. Butler, perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Give him 8 points now.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Robinson with it. Randle inside, working on Robinson. Randle, good.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fournier. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Fournier covering. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
And it's Barrett off the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, my goodness, that was electric. R.J. Barrett with a little flash.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Now here's Butler. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Pass to Butler. And he lobs it up top.
And what I love about Adebayo is he picks smart shots to take. Just an efficient offensive player.
He's guarded by Hero. Outside Fournier. Hero outside. Outside Butler. Hero on the wing. He's got 7. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence. And I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack and you always have to believe in yourself no matter what the situation.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. New York has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Barrett. Outside Fournier. Now here's Barrett. Now here's Hero. 9 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Randle pulls down the board. For New York, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. He's guarded by Hero. Takes a 13-footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Butler. Tucker inside. 15 in his last outing. 5 to shoot. Hero for 3. It's rebounded by New York. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
I mean, what a stunner. They came into the game confident, looked like they had it pretty much in hand, and then the wheels fell off there in the fourth.
Now here's Hero. Really helps his team on offense, recording 20 points a game. They get it again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Quickly is checked in for New York. And both free throws good for Adebayo.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Outside Fournier. And he drives in, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
At the line for New York, Evan Fournier. At the line, one shot.
One shot.
Miami trailing. Outside Robinson. Pass to Butler. Back to Robinson. Now Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Tucker. Checked by Randle. And here's Butler outside. Nails it from 3. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, over the course of time, Jimmy Butler has so improved his range. Now more capable of stretching the defense. That's pretty.
Here's quickly. Adebayo with the rejection. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hero. Adebayo with it. Robinson defending. And it's Butler with the jam.
I'll tell you, absolutely relentless tonight. The sustained effort from Jimmy Butler. He's getting a ton of looks.
And known for his fashion sense as well. Tucker especially proud of his shoe collection.
I mean, Tucker brought 100 pair of sneakers to the bubble in Orlando. He has around 5,000 pairs overall. He even unveiled a sneaker loft because he has shoes all over his house.
Now a timeout called by New York. He's checked in for New York. Burks comes in for Quickly. Strus, he's checked in for Miami. Lowry comes in for Hero. And so it's New York with it. Here's Randle. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Strus. And here's Butler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Well, this to me is the problem with defending Butler. He typically takes it so strong, it's hard not to bite on that pump fake.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
And he makes a first. And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Noel, he's checked in for Randle. That one drops. He ties it up.
Let's remember that Jimmy Butler was the final pick of the first round back in 2011. I don't think he's forgotten the fact, guys, he plays with a giant chip on his shoulder.
Here's Fournier. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Miami's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Butler. Out to Lowry. 4-3. He's off on that one. New York goes the other way with it. And there's the lob.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Butler passes to Lowry. Over Barrett. Miami, no good that time either. New York has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Fournier against Lowry. Outside Fournier. Outside Burks. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Robinson. Burks no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside Robinson. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Left side Barrett. There's the drive. That one is off.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Lowry with it. He's against Toppin. Looking to get back on track. And Lowry with the lay-in. Lowry's got 9.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
Here's Fournier. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Right side Butler. And it's stolen by Noel. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Butler. He's got 15. Lowry, good.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Fournier with the ball. Knocked loose. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. And Miami will go the other way with it, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's Fournier, following the bucket by the Heat. Up top, Noel, pounded by Adebayo for 3. Barrett. Strus grabs the miss. Miami has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Adebayo, no good. Barrett against Lowry. Shot is good by Barrett. Give him 8.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
And so it's Evan Fournier making things happen for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react on challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Evan Fournier was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Miami.
The main reason they're not winning this game is their three-point percentage. Shooting 30% on that many attempts is not a recipe for success. They need to find a way to get more open looks, and not just from behind the arc.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, you got to like what we're seeing from Evan Fournier.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Setting the floor for Miami. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4, and it's Lowry in at the 1.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always a guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And the Knicks with the possession here. Outside Fournier. Pass to McBride. Four on the clock. Beyond the arc.
Boy, I'll tell you, his anticipation, one of the things that sets Kyle Lowry apart on the defensive end. He read that play the entire way.
Back to Butler. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ooh, poked away. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Left side Barrett. It's hauled in by the Heat. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Lowry outside. Pass to Butler. Back to Lowry for the lead. Randle pulls down the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Fournier. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Fournier's got 19.
This guy is more than capable as a ball handler. Fournier, clever navigating his way around the defense.
Lowry finds Butler. Takes the 3. Fournier with a rebound. Fournier's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Barrett. The kick out to Fournier. Over Butler. The shot by Fournier, no good.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Lowry. Adebayo with it. Into the lane.
Part of what makes Adebayo an all-star, he can do anything on offense, including using the bounce.
At the line for the Heat, Bam Adebayo. At the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw's good. Adebayo. Martin, he's checked in for Butler. And both free throws good for Adebayo. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's McBride. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Adebayo passes to Lowry. Here's Martin. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. For the lead. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
Barrett with it. He's against Tucker. And here is Barrett. Give him 8 points now. Here's Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now here's Lowry. Not a lot of room. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And you know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way.
Pass to Lowry. 5 to shoot. Tucker with the ball. Again, the Heat misses.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
He's guarded by Hero. Back to Randle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Hero finds Lowry. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's good on the layup. Lowry's got 13.
Boy, it looked like he put himself in a tough spot, and Lowry thought he'd get a whistle with the drive and the contact. No help from the officials, but he didn't need it, Kevin.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Lowry. Robinson with the block. Here's Barrett driving in, and he dunks it down.
This guy can finish with either hand. What a finish from R.J. Barrett.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Martin. Now Hero. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. He's got 12.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's McBride. He's guarded by Lowry. Barrett with it. Here's the 3. And Hero grabs the board.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter.
Miami foul.
Noel, he's checked in for Robinson. And Miami with a change here too. Strus, he's checked in for Lowry.
Substitution.
Miami on D. They trail by 3. Blocked! Outside Tucker. Oh, it's no good! That would have tied it. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
Miami foul. Max Strus.
The Knicks making a switch here. Toppin's checked in.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Obi Toppin.
Here's McBride. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's Strus. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Miami, no good that time either. Here's Barrett. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, everybody remembers the 2019 draft as the Zion Williamson draft. And obviously, R.J. Barrett goes number 3 to the New York Knicks.
Of course, R.J. and Zion played together in Durham, along with Cam Reddish.
That's right. So much pure talent on that team. But experience helps win chips at any level. No substitute for knowledge and context.
First free throw is good.
What R.J. Barrett brings to the table nightly is an incredible array of basketball skills offensively and tireless energy. If he can get consistent with his perimeter game, he's going to be very difficult to deal with for a long time.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for Miami. And Barrett drops them both. Miami has gotten only one three-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Butler passes to Hero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
And he drops the first. Fournier's checked in for New York. And so he makes both from the line.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
The Knicks with the lead. Now Barrett. He's got 12. Fournier up top. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Well, Fournier has now turned himself to an effective scorer from any area. He's starting to catch fire.
Hero. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Fournier against Butler. Fournier with the bucket. Heat shooting around 41%. Hero, the pass to Butler. He takes it in. Banked it in off the glass.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 17 points.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
Pass to Toppin. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Now Noel. Outside Barrett. Here's Toppin. 14 points for him. Over Tucker. Not enough on that one as it misses. Inside. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
Outside Barrett. Back to Fournier. Here's Toppin. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Martin. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Strus. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
At the line for the Heat, Max Strus. One shot.
One shot.
New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Hero against Fournier, and that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here are the Heat now. 2-point game. Down low. Here's Tucker. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Charity stripe shot. It's not going to go for him. Miami has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point range here in the third. Not the result they're looking for. Hero, the pass to Butler. Back to Hero for the lead. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
3 points.
Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now here's Barrett. 12 points for him. And Nerlens Noel picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Adebayo comes in for Tucker. And it's Robinson in for Martin. Miami shooting about 47% in the third. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Yep, that one goes. Adebayo's got 12.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Fournier with the bucket.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Now here's Hero. 19 points in the game. Back to Adebayo. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock. The Knicks with the rebound. Fournier's got his 5th rebound in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hammers the lob through.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
From 13, the shot by Butler, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Barrett against Butler. Barrett with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his 3rd personal.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
The free throw drops for Barrett. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Evan Fournier making things happen for the Knicks, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Nerlens Noel out there with Julius Randle. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Evan Fournier. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Outside Barrett. Outside Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Barrett can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Randle. Launches a three. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Outside Robinson. Lowry, the pass to Butler. Now here's Robinson. It's rebounded by New York. Barrett's got 9 rebounds now. Tipped away. Pass to Randle. Now Fournier. Barrett passes to Randle. Clock at 6. Back to Barrett from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Barrett with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Pass to Fournier. Barrett against Butler. And here's Randle. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Well, that's Randle working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And he's really silencing all the haters. Randle has become a guy you can run the offense through time and time again.
Robinson, he's checked in for Noel. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Robinson. It's hauled in by Robinson. And Randle effectively became a point center starting last year.
And Coach put him in spots where he can make easy reads. So Randle knows exactly when to attack and when to look for a teammate.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. It's tipped.
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of R.J. Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
Lowry left side. Again, the Heat misses.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Fournier against Butler. Back to Randle. And that's a foul. Called on Duncan Robinson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To end the drought. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 11 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Fournier. Back to Randle. Over Adebayo. Knicks keep it alive. Here's Robinson, and the layup is good. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Lowry, right side. Got it.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Knicks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Barrett. Outside Robinson. This one for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. All right, here's a different question for you, partner. I'll be taking notes. Did you have a favorite city for food in the NBA?
Well, write this down, B.A. So my mom is from New Orleans, so I know New Orleans very well. And so New Orleans was my favorite city, no question. The food there, oh, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. And here are the Knicks now. They've led by as many as 11. Outside Fournier. Takes it inside, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Kyle Lowry. That's his second personal, second team foul.
Tucker's checked in for Miami.
At the line for New York, Quentin Grimes. At the line, 1 shot.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Robinson passes to Lowry. And there's the lob. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Kyle Lowry had a ton of suitors in free agency, and many teams felt he could be the player to put them over the top. But ultimately, he chose the Heat because they had recently gone to the finals. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a great fit overall.
Robinson against Fournier. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. And here's Robinson. Now Lowry. Outside for Butler. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Fournier. No good off the glass. Miami trailing. Pass to Adebayo. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Butler against Randle. Here's Tucker. Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. For 3, Robinson. Miami, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
He's guarded by Lowry. Pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly.
With the wingspan over 7 feet, Adebayo is a hard guy to score on.
And the layup falls.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Barrett. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This guy is a committed scorer. You get physical with R.J. Barrett. He knows how to stay under control.
And the Heat making a change here. Heroes checked in.
4th team foul. At the line for New York, R.J. Barrett. At the line, 1 shot.
And Barrett, no good on that one.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Lowry, no good.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Here's Barrett, and there's the drive, and he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And here's Butler outside. Drills it from deep. Butler's got 22.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Randle. Oh, sweet move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Hero to the middle. Outside for Butler. Pass to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
New York has gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the 4th. The shot won't fall, and it's Miami the other way. Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Pass to Tucker. Now here's Hero. Fournier covering. Clock at 4. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Barrett can't hit. The Heat shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Adebayo passes to Butler. Randle against Hero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his third personal, third team foul. Shooting for Miami, Tyler Hero at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.